Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? So I'm back and I'm wanting to do a simple video on how easy it is to do a rolled hem with your brother Serger. Whether you have the 1034D, which is very popular, right? 1634D, or even you have the older version model. I think it's the same. What you're going to need is some scissors. You're going to need the little tool that comes with your serger. You use this to change your needles out, so I'm sure this looks familiar to you. And just a little lint brush. I think this one came with the serger as well. The book that came with your serger, the little handbook here, page 44, it tells you how to do the rolled hem. And then I have some fabrics that I use quite often, or that I sell up in my shop, and I'm going to show you the different weights and how the rolled hem looks and works for these knits. All of them are stretchy except a little piece of flannel that I just thought I'll do in here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, you're going to come to your machine. It is off. The machine is off. My light bulb went out, so it's not going to turn on when I turn the machine on, but your machine is off. And so what you're going to do first is you're going to open up the compartment here, and you're going to remove the stitch finger. The stitch finger is this little thing sticking out with the handle here, and it has a yellow arrow. Right below it to the left hand side, it has little ridges. And if you will push down on that, like that, it comes right out. Now, make sure that your needles are in the highest position as possible. Don't have your needles down. Make sure that, you move your hand wheel towards you to have your needles in the highest position. So I just popped that out. I'm going to remove the stitch finger to the right, and I'm going to put it in this compartment here. Do not set it aside or lay it down, or put it here, and this protects it to make sure it doesn't get bent. Because once you bend the stitch finger tip, I mean, that's it, it's done. You're going to have to purchase another one. Okay, so I removed the stitch finger. Next, I'm going to grab the little tool. Does this look familiar to you? You've used it to change your needles. Or if you haven't, this is what it's for. So I'm going to close this up. Now, over here, there is a little, my serger is threaded still. Right here is a little hole. If you can zoom in, let's see, can you see it? Yeah, okay, you can see it. Okay, so I'm going to use this little tool here, and I'm going to insert in the compartment area. Now, my needles are threaded still, right? I'm going to hold these both together, and this is how I do it. I'm going to turn my tool to the left just a little bit, one turn, and I'm going to hold on to my right, and here's the left needle. I'm going to just drop it. Okay, and I'm going to drop it because it's still connected to the thread. The right needle, I'm just going to hold in place, and then I'm going to tighten this back up clockwise to the right, and you don't have to go too hard, but I'll hold it in place. Remove that out the way, grab my scissors, the thread that is on the left needle, just snip that below, and then your needle, just set it aside. So I'm just going to set it way over here with my tool. Now, coming back to the machine, I'm going to grab the thread that was up here. If you come up here, the left needle thread. Okay, so I'm going just to pull that up, get it out the way. The tension, this is your left needle tension. I'm going to go to 0 because I don't need it. I removed the needle and I don't need it. This is your right needle, your upper looper, and your lower looper. Okay, so as of right now, you can leave these alone. Now, coming to the side of the machine, this is my normal tensions. I have it, between 1 and maybe a 1.5 or a quarter. Between these two dots is my normal where I have it. Here 3, right? And here is 5. This is your normal everyday serging. Now, because I'm going to go to the rolled hem, I'm going to leave this at 1. I'm going to turn this to the R all the way to the left, and then this down to the R all the way down. So it's ready to rock and roll for my rolled hem, okay? Here's your knife. Don't mess with it. Just make sure that your knife is on. Now, one last thing. It's very simple. Your tensions. This can be kind of tricky depending on the fabrics that you use. On the book, it tells you a suggested tension setting. Of course, it varies. You can be using thick fabric, stretch knits, non-stretch knits, but for the most part, 4 is your right needle, 5 for your upper, 6 for your lower looper. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 0 because we're not using it, right? Okay, so right now I'm ready. My machine is ready. I'm going to go ahead and set my book aside. I'm going to start with the fabrics. I'm going to start with the heavier weights. Here is a textured piqué knit. It is stretchy, okay? Majority of the fabrics I use are stretchy, or that I sell up in the shop. So I have a piqué textured knit. This one I recently got in. It is up for it's up in the shop. I'll post links as well if you're interested. So this is a red and black buffalo plaid, a double knit jacquard. So it is a 2-way stretch, perfect to use. Next, I have some scubas. Scubas are heavier weights. They are a 2-way stretch, and to me, they work perfect for skirts, is what I use it for. Then I have Liverpool, and there's a texture to it in the front, just regular in the back. This is a camo Liverpool. Nice stretch knit. This mustard and white polka dot is a DBP, also known as double brushed poly. It is soft, brushed on both. You may have felt it maybe with some Lululemon leggings or some of those popular leggings that they sell. It's probably this. It's a 4-way stretch. Super, super pretty. Here is an itty knit, ITY. It is a very thin knit. It is very stretchy, and it's almost slinky feel. I use this a lot too. And then I have a piece of flannel that I had. It is 100% cotton. It does not stretch at all. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to turn on my machine. It is on. My lava valve went out. I haven't changed it. Note to self, that would be a good video. Okay. So, we already took care of that. I'm going to come ahead and pick up my presser foot. I use this as my guide, the side of the serger. And then I'm going to go ahead and begin. Here it is. Isn't that perfect? You can use a rolled hem if you don't have a cover stitch machine to finish your projects, your garments. And it looks pretty. It almost looks like a little wave ruffle like, right? So pretty. I use this quite often. Okay, that's the textured piqué. Now I'm going to do the double knit. Okay, very familiar to a pont. As you're doing it, you're not yanking, you're not pushing, you're just basically guiding it is what you're doing. this. Really pretty. It's still working well with the same tensions, mind you. Okay, now I have the scuba. Okay, so I'm just going to choose the lighter one so you can see the color on there. This is the scuba. It looks really nice on the scuba. Same tensions. Next, Liverpool. That's really nice too. Love it. Okay. Oh, let's do the flannel. 100% cotton. Still pretty darn good, huh? Look at that. Okay, this is what you need this little brush for. It can get some gunk from the fabric. I just like to clean it in between. Okay, last two. Same tensions. 4, 5, 6. Okay, here's your 4-way stretch. I love this. This is so popular, so pretty. Okay, now, this is mustard on mustard. Look at that. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, last one is your itty knit, like a slinky feel. Okay. And there you have it. Perfect. Look at it. Worked well with all of these fabrics. And that's that, guys. That's how simple. That's how easy. Now, 411. If you have some Fray Check, I don't know where I left it on my counter. You could just use it on the edges here. Depending on what you're going to use it for. Otherwise, if you don't need it, it would just be at the edges here. So it can hold in place. And that's how simple. Just like that. Okay? Now I'm just going to chain off here. Turn off my machine. And all you would have to do is put your needle back as you... with your tool, put your settings back the way they were, and you're all good and gravy. Please like and subscribe. I'll be posting some more videos soon and the links for the fabrics. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day.